Hello and welcome to another indie horror game. This time we're going to be playing Cave of Discovery. In this, we're going to be playing as an individual who has bought a new home, we're finally moved in, we go to bed, and then presumably everything goes to hell and we discover that we're over a pit to Dagon's place or something like that underneath our house. Or to the King of the Mole people or some shit. I don't know. It didn't really tell me a whole lot on the itch page, but it looks pretty good. Should be a pretty short, fun little experience. So let's dive right into the Cave of Discovery. Yes, I want to play a game, not do that. Okay, maybe I was a little generous with this, because this might be the single most basic looking indie game that I have ever seen. Oh my god. Okay. Boy, like, I have assembled levels that have more detail than this. Jesus. Okay, well, anyway, you know what? I will withhold judgment. Let's see. Is this supposed to look like this? Did something, like, not load properly? Because I had something pop up about requiring Windows Mixed Reality, but as far as I can tell, there's not a VR requirement for this game. Yeah, there's no VR requirement for this game as far as I can tell, and I was able to run it. Like, it just popped up and it said, like, hey, you need Windows Mixed Reality, but then I was still able to play the game. And it has keyboard controls, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Alright, go to sleep. Fuck it, sure. Okay, one of the buttons I just did apparently brought me to sleep, and apparently my bed was located under or over top of a waterfall, and I fell through. Where am I? That is a good goddamn question. You know what? Straight looks like it might dead end somewhere. The hell? Is this like a hidden wall? Is this my parents' house? Okay, you know what? Let's not go explore our parents' house. Let's go explore this way instead. What the fuck is going on here? Huh. Okay. Well, I can say right off the bat I'm happy I didn't pay money for this. Yeah, I got this for free on itch. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they just, like, laid a plane down and then just colored it blue as water. Which doesn't really make any sense to me, because I know for a fact that Unity... Yeah, the free version of Unity comes with a really nice, really basic-looking water texture. Yeah, see, like, there's water texture here, so why didn't... Yeah, did they just code it wrong so it doesn't, like, load in? I mean, that still looks like garbage, but at least that looks like water and not just, like, blue paint somebody left on the floor. Okay. I'm gonna turn down my volume because I just recorded another indie horror game just before this that, like, legitimately hurt. I had to take a few minutes to basically just, like, not do fucking anything. I'm sorry, are we... How high up are we? Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess our parents are also, like, the mole people? I don't really know. What is... Okay, so that's probably progress. I'm really confused by this. This is not what I was expecting. I didn't expect a game to look like this, I'll say that much. Oh my god, there's actual world seams? Are you kidding me? Okay, hold the fucking phone. How is this so detailed and textured? I'm going to assume that's an asset. That's like a soap asset or something. This was my old room. Yeah, and the doors, like, you just run into them to move them. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. It's better than making the player, like, have to do something context sensitive. Why are there, like, planes for walls? What is going on here? Oh, hello. Can I... Okay, I'm pretty sure that I'm, like, not supposed to be seeing this. There's no way. There's no way this is what the game is supposed to look like. Yeah, there has to be something wrong. There has to be something going on here. Either, like, the whole Windows Mixed Reality thing, like, somehow it's still running, even though this is supposed to be VR. Well, no, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, even if it was Mixed Reality... it still would look like this, wouldn't it? Or am I just, like, drastically ignorant of how VR works? You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna, because I don't trust this, I'm gonna take off one of my headphones just so that way I don't blow out both of my fucking eardrums. Okay, what? I can't even turn off my flashlight, Jesus. Okay, what are... Okay, here we go. Sheriff John Frederick, car accident. Jonathan Risbin, driver, lost control of his vehicle and hit someone else. She's in critical condition, has multiple broken ribs, and was rushed to the hospital. That person was struck at the corner of 5th and Main at 5:23. Investigation pending. Okay, so we're obviously Mr. Risbin. Game, I kind of would like to... Okay, like, E occasionally does things. Yeah, I'd kind of like to maybe not have to do that, but... See, here, this is the thing that baffles me about these. Like okay, I barely scraped the surface of Unity, because I fucking sucked with it. But even then, I was able to at least, for the most part, get consistency of action. So, like, okay, maybe I'd press a button and be like, oh, if you press E and then the door opens, and it would, like, you know, it would toggle. It would fold out to the open state, and then if you did it from here, it would fold out to the closed state or whatever. I was able to get that to be consistent. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo, but like, I always made damn sure not to even have seams in the world as best as I fucking could. Just because I felt like it looked like dog shit. It's the same reason that I always point out Z fighting. Because I always look at it and I'm just like, God, it looks so bad to me. So yeah, the fact that this is here, this is either... I genuinely don't know what happened here. Why this is the way this is. Okay, that's apparently not a note I can read. Yeah, this is like actually shocking levels of... Oh, what do I even want to call this? Like, I don't want to call this incompetence, because, I mean, in terms of movement, it's fine. It's very much like, is this a church? Why is there no one here during a funeral? Okay, oh, we died, didn't we? We totally fucking died. Yeah, can I open this? Yeah, there's not even anyone in there. We're totally dead, and this is like purgatory or something, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this. Like, this doesn't make sense to me, this environment, this game. Like, somebody had to look at this and be like, okay, it's actually okay to put this out and have people play it. And I'm just like... I don't know if I just have really goddamn high standards or what, but... Yeah, like, I never had people test, or had people even really see the pieces of shit that I made when I was playing. The closest I've ever done is I had some people test out, it was a test demo for a game in which you basically controlled you had like a tablet, like a handheld iPad thing, and it would go ahead and it would show you the view of the monster. And I just had them test it out because I just wanted to make sure that I think I wanted to make sure that it looked as bad as I thought it did. And it looked fucking terrible. Okay, what is that? Color and city lights. Hello. Person. You're just sitting. Okay. Yeah, so this is obviously where the woman died. Oh god, I'm kind of baffled at this, honestly. Like, again, this person clearly has a level of competency and drive to, like, finish a project, so I can't even point at it and be like, oh, this is a total piece of shit, because it's not. I think what they really needed was somebody to basically grab them by the scruff of the neck and say, what the fuck are you doing putting this out here? Make this look like not shit. Okay, again, this is the same thing. Why... Yeah, why did I just reread that document? Is this just like, are we just stuck in a loop forever? Is that what's going on here? No, it can't be. There's no way. Okay, hold on. Does this dead end? This does, okay. But, yeah, I'm just like... I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this. This just, like, doesn't... I think the fact that I just have very high standards for myself mean I don't understand stuff that people look at and think is good enough. And like that... In development. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think I just kind of aim too high, personally. And like that's my own failing. So I really can't necessarily point at... I can't really point at other people and be like, you need to meet my ridiculously high standards. But at the same time, yeah, just... I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what is even the point? Why was this even on itch? And the fact of the matter is, I feel like, and I mean, admittedly, this might be wrong. I could be incorrect about this. This might have requested money when I went to download it. And it's like, oh, the developer appreciates your donations. It's like, normally, if there's a really good game, I'll go back and pay something. But I mean, by and large, I do treat itch as basically a free repository powered by Unity. Yeah, this is the quintessential Unity experience, I think. And all of this stuff isn't even on the table, right? It's just clipped into the wall. That's incredible. Yeah, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought because I can't even fucking focus on this. Oh yeah, I treat it like a free repository because that's what most of the games on there are. And then if there's really damn good titles, I'll go ahead and I'll support them in some way. You know, whether I can go ahead and support them by, like, assisting with a project, like I'm doing some voice work for a couple. If I'm doing, like, if I'm going to do a video on it, a promo video or something, that would be really cool and I would enjoy that. Just... yeah, like this, I don't understand how someone could put this out and expect money for it. I mean, I'm not even sure I'd call this a walking simulator, because at least walking simulators tend to have a level of interactability, right? You know, most walking sims, they basically are like, oh, you know, you walk here and there's a scripted event, or, you know, you get a cutscene and this happens, and rah, 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 and it's just like, okay, cool. You know, not my type of game, but that's fine. This doesn't even really seem to have scripted events. It's basically just like, go fuck yourself. That's kind of... yeah, I don't really... Does this not even have an end? Does this really just dead end into a fucking wall? I think this does. I think this just dead ends into a wall, and I'm not... I don't know that I've ever seen that. I don't know that I've ever seen a game that's just like, haha, there's just a thing here, go fuck yourself. Huh. Well, this was a uniquely bland experience. Jesus, this... my god, this is like if beige and off-white somehow had a kid, and then they went ahead and took all the personality out of it. That's kind of what this feels like. Okay, developer, if you ever watch this, and God knows why you ever would, like... You clearly have a level of competence in terms of making the character. I'm assuming you didn't just rip the Unity first-person asset controller. But my god, like, please go ahead and tighten this up. And I know it's in development, but like, this isn't... Stop it here then. Like, really, stop it here, make it fade to black, have it be like, you know, oh, the next part is coming soon, here's an estimated time, or whatever. I don't even know where I would start to try to fix this. Like, I don't care about the bland textures, honestly. You know, these things here, whatever, these are simple... The hell? When did this happen? Oh, look, you can actually see through the rock wall back there. It deloaded a bunch. Yeah, like, they're... I'm genuinely amazed that these are actually solid objects. Truly, I expected to be able to clip through them. What was I saying, though? I don't care about that, because making textures like this, like, it's fine. It's plain. It's what happens when you're, like, probably a solo developer. You just have to use basic stock assets, and it's gonna suck, and that's just something you have to live with. But my god, this just... like, everything about this just doesn't make sense. Like, this kind of nice-looking wood texture, like, it's not great, it needs some work, but... yeah, and, like, this floor texture here that has, like, these little details and stuff on it, you know, that's interesting. That adds a little texture to it. I don't really understand the point of them, but whatever. I mean, who fucking cares, right? You can go ahead and you can just arbitrarily... right, it adds a little variety, although I don't understand these little gaps here. Why not... God, yeah, why? But then, like, I'm just gonna start blathering. Why is this the way this is? That's my question here. Like, was this really just a throw together just to try to make it for yourself type of deal? If that's the case, that's totally fine. Don't let me be the one to ever tell you not to do that, but this shouldn't be made public. That's really my opinion. This should not be made public. This just shouldn't. This shouldn't be made public. This shouldn't be something that you give out to people to play, because there's any feedback I give, I mean, God, if I were to assemble this would have probably ended about 5 minutes ago in terms of the gameplay. So it would have been about 5 minutes less of gameplay, and it would have mostly just been a bunch of testing of things. So like, hey, can I make a door that reliably opens and closes when I hit it? Can I have a flashlight that turns on and off and uses batteries or recharges or whatever thing I was doing in there? You know, can I have notes that pop up and are readable and go away when I hit the same buttons? Things like that. I wouldn't be trying to expand myself to cover so much territory, leaving so many gaps here. Is that just the generic night sky asset? I feel like I've seen that one before. That might just be the generic sky, like night sky skybox. But yeah, I mean, just if you want to make a game, tighten down your scope. Pick like 3 or 4 elements that you want to really learn about, and just fucking stick with those. And work really hard to make those as good as possible, and then start tacking on extra stuff. Because it could have been a cool idea to have like a short little scary game. I don't remember who makes those games like what was it, It Lurks Below or something like that? I don't remember what the title was. But yeah, they're kind of always the same game where it's just like you wake up in a creepy environment, you go explore around, you do a bunch of stuff, and then you get to the end and then like basically you get killed by monsters. I don't remember what the developers are. They've made like 4 games that are more or less the exact same steps, just in different environments, which again is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And you could do something cool with that about like, oh, you know, you went there and you go to bed and then you wake up and it's like, where the fuck did this cave come from under my house? And then you do something spooky with it. I don't even know where to go with this. Yeah. Like, cut down 80% of this, get a really nice core 20% going. I'm not even going to talk about the typos because I'm fairly sure the developer probably isn't a native English speaker, but yeah, just do so much work to fix it. I think I've spent as much time ranting about this game as I did actually playing it, which is kind of not a good sign. Yeah, that's disappointing to say the very least. I don't really have anything else to say. Like, I really, really wish that this had been tighter in scope and made it clearer. But, I mean, I will say, good job to the developer for sticking through something. If you go ahead and if you put like 3 or 4 months of work into here, and you kind of fix up all of the problems, you tighten up the seams in the world, you make these environments feel like some rooms that aren't just boxes, I think you could have something interesting here if you put in the time. But it's just a question of if you'll put in the time. So if you guys did enjoy the video, if you wouldn't mind, please leave a like or leave a comment. How did you feel about this little... I don't really want to call this a game. This tech demo, I guess I'll describe it as. And if you are new to the channel, if you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really, really appreciate it. And for everybody else, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon.